Okay, so hi everybody. I'm Truth, and I'm here with Pretty E. I'm here with AP, and I'm here with my girl Juicyy, and we are talking motorcycles and mimosas. So I'm gonna start with Pretty E. Let everybody know where you from, what you ride, how long you been riding.
Okay, I am Pretty E. I am from South Central California. I currently ride a 2012 Dyna. And what was the last
How
question?
long have you been riding?
Ooh, about a year and some change now.
And
This year of October will make 2 years I've been riding.
Okay, and what made you start riding?
Grew up around the bikes. My daddy had a Harley, so got on the back of his for the first time and decided that okay, this is for me. Been on the bike set, never really had a bike. I've been a passenger, but I decided to go ahead and do my own thing and get my own wave.
Okay. Now we got AP.
What's happening?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Where you from?
I'm from Long Beach, California.
Okay, and how long have you been riding?
I've been riding since 2012. I started out on street bikes. I had a Honda CBR 600. Then I did a downgrade to an R3. Got in an accident 2019, and then more recently this year I got my 2013 Harley Road King.
Okay, congratulations.
Yeah.
Are you from a club?
I am from a club, Wanted Riders.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm prospecting still, but it's all good.
We're going to get into that. Nice. Okay. Juicyy.
What's up, y'all? I'm Juicyy, aka Harley Lynn. I'm from Compton, California, born and raised.
Woo-woo.
I ride a 2023 Road Glide Special, Queen Bee, that's her name. And I only been riding since like end of September 2024, October. So yeah, fairly new, real new.
Okay. And why did you start riding?
It's just embedded in me. I've been around it my whole life. I'm into cars and bikes. It's just my passion. It's just what I genuinely love. So, yeah.
Okay. And for those who don't know me, I'm Truth, and I have a 2024 Road Glide. I've been riding for about 2 years. And why did I start riding? It started off as just a hobby and something that I fell in love with. So let's get in it. I want to start. So being a new rider, Juicyy. What are some pros and cons of being a new rider?
The pros are, some people are very welcoming, So it's like you're the new girl, everybody's nice, this and that. But then I feel like one of the cons is that you're considered fresh meat for numerous of different things. There's a lot of peer pressure that comes along with being like, especially a new female writer. So
when you say new meat, peer pressure, you talking about clubs,
men. The men,
everything.
So, everything. Yeah. They're trying to put them colors on you, So yeah.
That makes sense. What about you?
Well, when I first started riding in 2012, I was riding with my cousins. They taught me how to ride, my brother. So I didn't feel like that. I wasn't part of a club. I wasn't on the bike set. I wasn't exposed to that. We was just riding around Long Beach. Like that's what we was doing. But fast forward 2025, now my brother is in the club and, so I wanted to follow in his footsteps and kind of like see what was going on the bike set kind of thing. So yeah, it's different. It's real different.
And is your brother from the same club that you're trying to join?
He is.
Okay.
A little family bonding time.
Right.
Nice. Okay.
What about you, E?
What are the pros and cons?
Pros and cons being a motorcycle rider?
Because I'm still considering myself a newbie as well. So I was from a club, so I know that side of how it is. And that was a 90-day run. That was real quick race.
Probation was over.
But don't get me wrong, though. It was a good run because I realized that was for me. And if it wasn't, because like she said, the pros and cons of being welcomed by some people and being like, oh, shit, who the fuck, who is this bitch? Who she thinks she is? Like, so it's kind of like, when you come in with a genuine heart and you come in to really join something because you think it's a sisterhood and I got some big brothers, and because that was the whole point of me joining that club, because I knew eventually I was going to get a bike. I was going to ride. Right. So why not go ahead and be something, build some foundation, and then go ahead and just wiggle my way in. But that was the pros and cons of that. But other than that, though, it's fun. I enjoy riding. Sometimes I miss being from a club because you do have that support of others and like, being in like a family little knit bonded. But I do well by myself too because like I said, I got my cousin. We don't live in the same city, but it's nothing for us to get together. Like Juicyy, we became friends. So it's like I have people that I can ride with. So it's not that bad, not, being on my own. But it's cool. You get love, especially when you're a female and you're not from a club. They seem to tend to help you more. They see that you're trying. Right. So it's cool. It's a little slow motion for me because I'm still taking baby steps on certain stuff. But it have its good and it have its bad.
Okay, so does riding a motorcycle change your perspective on life? Like, I know it does on mine because even driving, like, it changed me driving because now I pay more attention on the road. Like,
you're more cautious.
Especially if I'm in a carpool lane, I'm always looking in my mirror like, oh my God, let me make sure there ain't no bike ride, bikers coming through. So I know in one way it changed my perspective with me driving.
Definitely give motorcyclists more like respect and leeway because I'm a truck driver, so people be mean to me. So
they don't want to let you over.
Don't want to never let me over. Like, and I be like, we're in traffic, bro. We're going to the same place. Y'all not gonna get ahead. Not let me get ahead, But now I'm on a bike, and I'm like, people are really mean to us. Like. And I'll be like, what is the beef? They don't like when we split lanes. They mad because they stuck in traffic and we're not. I'm just like, what is all this hostility towards us? Like, people really will try to take you out on the road because you're on a bike. Yeah. So, yeah.
It's just taught me patience. Like, when I was younger, I used to try to, like, rush to do everything. And, having been in 2 accidents, it happens. So it just taught me the value of life and taught me like, everything's not a race. You can take your time, ride your ride, do it on your own time. You don't have to follow, even being in a club, you still don't have to do what they're doing. You do it at your pace. You're doing it, but you're doing it a little bit slower, Right. So just values.
Sounds like me. That's everybody be like, when you gonna get on the freeway? When you going here? When I'm ready. When I'm ready. When that cherry gets on the road, I'm going. Like tomorrow will be my first run. Shout out to Kicking Gears because I will be on my first run on the freeway because I'm ready to now. Mm-hmm. I feel like I have the confidence and I know my bike well enough to where I'm ready to get on the freeway and I'm ready to go.
Right.
So like she said, riding your own ride. She couldn't even make me. Well, we got on the 110. We was on there for like 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah, but Arizona. I was on there. I had no choice. So it's like I can do it. I'm just going to do it when I'm ready to do it. Because when I fall, I'm the one that's falling. When my bike is down, I'm the one I got to pay for it. So like I said, I'd rather be safe than sorry because you don't have nothing to prove to nobody. Exactly. We all doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who's doing more or who did it first. Like, we all in the same league. So like I tell them, I'll get there. Y'all see me one day when I pull up, y'all going to be like, damn,
send me the address.
Right, send me the address.
Send me the address.
I'll be there.
Send me the address.
So I know you mentioned that you've been in 2 accidents. Mm-hmm. Would you like to?
So 2019, I was on the 710 going north. And I was on my way to downtown LA. It was tons of traffic. It was early morning. And I was trying to get to work. Splitting lanes. And something told me, don't split the lanes today. So I got in the lane. I think I was in like the number 2 lane. This lady in this little white Mini Cooper decided, she's like literally right next to me. I can see her. I'm at her window. She just signals and gets over. I hit the car. So she hits me from the right. I hit the car in the left. When I hit the car, me and the bike went flying forward. And I probably flew maybe 30, 40 feet. The bike was at my feet. Everybody thought the bike was gonna like run me over. I was in a wheelchair for 4 months. Taught me patience. I had to depend on other people to do for me, comb my hair, make me meals and care for me, like just daily stuff. So, that was kind of traumatic. And after that, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna ride no more. My brother wasn't around at the time. So it was kind of like, okay, well, I don't got nobody to ride with anyway. So I decided to start buying cars.
Got bored. Safer, huh?
I got bored. I started buying cars, and it was safer. But my passion, my love for riding is still there. So fast forward now, 2025. My brother like, hey, why don't you just come hang out? See if this was really for you. And I'm like, all right. Started seeing the bikes. I'm like, I want a bike. I got to get a bike. Found a bike, bought it. Didn't know how to ride a Harley. I'm in first gear trying to kick it up, and I got a heel toe shifter. They laughing at me. So one of my club brothers taught me how to ride, and shortly after that, I had the bike for like 1 week. Had my second little boopsie. Getting on the freeway, like going through the curve, and saw the wall, didn't stop. Hit the wall, had to lay it down. So little road rash, no broken bones. I'm still here. I'm still kicking, and I'm back on. Fixed it, and now I'm ready to get back on.
Mistakes make you better.
Absolutely.
Definitely learn from your mistakes.
Mistakes mean I'm trying.
Exactly.
I think I've only been down once. Beginner rider, trying to hit a U-turn, gave it too much gas and just whoosh, flew off. Other than that, I probably dropped my bike probably about 3-4 times.
Which bike?
The blue one. That's been dropped. I've never dropped Medusa.
Okay.
The blue one though, about 3-4 times.
Okay.
I've definitely dropped my bike. First time I got on her, for sure. The homeless lady was. I was going to B&R Burgers in Hawthorne, and you on Rosecrans, you make that left into the parking lot, and she was sitting right in the middle of the parking lot in a wheelchair. So I panicked. I'm like, oh, I want to hit the lady. So my wheel was turned too much to the right. Y'all know, anytime you got too much weight to the right or the left, you going down. So it was too much to the right. Slow fall. And it was just like,
Lay it down.
Yep.
Cherry done been dropped about like 3 or 4 times. She done been ran in the back of Juicyy. You want to talk about that?
Man.
That's how you like. This is what we can laugh and talk about because shit, we beginners and shit. But
Cherry didn't have no damage.
Cherry chip right now.
Queen B was out of
a crash bar,
and she couldn't shift. And
but shit, we kept going though.
The
night did not end though. So that was one thing we finished our night. Yep. We didn't let that fuck us off. We was like, it is what it is. We pulled over. Some people helped us, flagged us down. They helped us, and we kept on going.
Yeah, that was crazy.
People want to know what happened.
No, the people don't want to know. You want to know.
I want to know too, but
the people don't need
to tell the story.
All right, so look.
No. Before she go, I'm going to go first. I already know what she's going to say. I already know what Juicyy's going to do to me right here. I'm going to tell y'all like this. I stopped at that red light. She thought I was going to keep going because it was yellow. She normally, at that time, she was stopping at all the yellow lights. Am I wrong or am I right?
Never.
Was she not stopping at all? Because now you a beast. You going through the motherfuckers. I can't even keep up with you. You know what I'm saying? But back then, you was stopping at the yellows. Okay, because we rolled to the district. Was she not? Don't sip your drink. Okay, and you doing this.
I'm like, come on.
Okay, so this time she decided I'm not stopping at no yellow. So I'm like, we at 108th and Avalon. So Cherry go see the light. I said, okay, I'm gonna stop. The bro he of course he ain't stopping at no yellow lights. Never. All I felt was a little bump. It happened so fast I thought it was him. I look at Juicyy, it was us. Cause her crash bar. But you can go ahead and tell your side. So cause I think that's what happened, friend. You thought I was gonna go through the light and I stopped.
You wanna tell your part?
You know?
So basically, you know what I'm saying? Shorty right here. Like, listen, I thought she was going to go through the light. I don't even stop at I don't know. Like, it wasn't enough room for me to maneuver around her to the right. I tried to. And then my crash guard just clipped her saddlebag and pushed it all the way back. She had like no major damage. That was God for real. But I was just like, friend, why you didn't go? Well, I was waiting for you. No, you should have went through the light and pulled over. Like, but she was like, oh, well, you a new rider. I'm like, if you would have went through the light, I was just like, oh, man.
Now, if we went through that light and you would have hurt yourself, because we on Avalon 108th on the east side, I ain't running no yellow lights over there because I don't want us to get hurt, friend. I was thinking about safety. Now, we would have went through that light and the car would have been impatient and then boom. Like, no, we going to stick together because that was our first time really riding without her from the first time.
And every time I don't ride with her, I ain't going to lie, something happens.
So that's why I was like, nah, I'm going to stay with her because my cousin introduced me to her. I got to make sure I have her. Because like, I'm not finna leave you because I'm with this, we riding with somebody. No, we going to stick together. So, well now we laughing because I'm like, damn, we kept on going. Right. Hey, we did not we kept on going. Please.
Straight to the races. Like, all right, dumped it on the side of the road. Crash guard was
kept going.
Bent, battered, bruised. And
Cherry need a little new paint job. It's chipped, but she's steady. She's steady. Her teeth is chipped.
Y'all, it's literally like the size of the not
it's
even
the size of a little nail chip, but I know it's there.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, she popped Cherry's cherry for the first time. She popped her cherry.
I'm out here popping cherries. Well, you know what? Already then.
Well, we gonna leave that at watch out for riders, right? Watch out for riders. Watch out for people who splitting lanes.
Ride your own ride.
Ride your own ride. And if it's a yellow light, just stop.
Proceed with caution.
Proceed with caution.
Yellow means proceed with caution.
Proceed with caution. If the person in front of you is not proceeding, be ready to stop.
Oh, okay. That's what we doing.
Cheers to that.
Next question.
Next question. Let's get into.
I can't even cheers.
Ooh.
Yes, you can hear. You just said. I came prepared.
Okay, Juicyy. Thank you.
Ooh. Next question. So now we get into being a woman on the bike scene. Let's get into it. Feel free to whoever want to go first. So, do you feel like women on the bike set are respected?
Depends on how you carry yourself. You gonna, respect is earned, it's not given. But out here with these girls, I don't know. It's hard being a woman. Just even not being from a club. A lot of women see you and like, I'm a nice person. Like I don't have no hate in my heart, but these girls make you don't even want to speak or you don't even know how to really come at them because they're already looking at you up and down.
Thank you.
You talking to somebody that they probably, dealing with and you don't even know. Like, you feel me? And you just having a innocent conversation, but you getting side-eye and all that. So it's really hard being a woman on the bike set if you're not from a club. I can't say that much because when you got a club, you're running with a pack. You already got a pack of women. You already got a pack of bros. You don't really need to mingle with nobody. You can stay with your club. You ain't got to really mingle. But when you what they call it, a civilian. Yeah. You got to mingle because now you in their playground. You can't come in there like, oh, so who you think you is? So now you trying to be friendly, but it's not really a friendly world out there.
Right. Yeah. But even being in the club that I'm trying to get into now, it's still the same thing. Being a female on the bike set it's the same thing, even if you're a civilian, because you don't get the same type of love that you get from the males, from the females. The females looking at you like, oh, who's she? Like, who nigga is she gonna come in here and take? I don't want none of these niggas on the bike set. I'm sorry. Like, I don't, So I don't know nobody. I'm new. I speak to everybody. I follow what my president and my VP do. They speak to everybody, So a lot of people don't know that I'm a rider. They just see prospect. They don't know we have, we do have an ox. We have women that want it. So it's like, is she with them or is she with the guys? Is she riding? So that you got to define yourself. You got to find your own way, your own path. I don't need nobody. I don't need validation from anybody to know who I am. I know I like riding my motorcycle, and whether I'm in the club or I'm not in the club, I'm going to ride my motorcycle.
I feel like women who ride definitely get more respect than women who don't ride. But I still feel like we're kind of looked at as targets and we're like sexualized a lot. Like men don't know how to keep it just bike. you know, and it's hard for us as women because like we all like all our personalities are different, but as you can see, we're all welcoming, we cool, we can hold a basic general conversation about anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like at the surface, not about not flirting or nothing, but to the naked eye out of people on the outside looking in, they don't see that. They don't see that,
Right.
you know? Like we already put in a box because there are certain women that been in this environment that make it hard for women like us, like because they done made a bad name
Definitely.
for women, you know, because of how they moving and what they out there doing. So I just feel like it's hard for us women who really just generally like riding our bike and we keep it straight motorcycle shit,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
for real.
I
So
agree. I
Yeah.
agree. I feel like I don't know how the bike set was years ago, 5 years, 10 years. I mean, I think we're all pretty much new.
Right.
Under 5
Like,
years.
under 5
under
years,
5,
so-
6 years, yeah.
I just know that yes, there is women on the bike set who use that for other purposes.
Yeah.
Other purposes. And yeah, everybody shouldn't be labeled as trying to find a man or whatever on a bike set. Like some of us actually come out to just ride. Like,
Mhm.
so I definitely agree on that.
yeah.
It's a man's world in this sport, but it's like because you talk to somebody, they wash your bike, now you fucking the detailer. You're
Right.
And they go changing your bikes, now you fucking the mechanic. Like I'm
Yeah.
getting some business.
Man, change
done.
my tires.
Yeah, like now
Looking
you
for a
fucking
tire.
him. Yeah, like oh, I'm paying for this. I got receipts. Like it's it's crazy out here. That's why I say like you really gotta, as a woman, you really gotta stand your ground because you'll get ran over.
Yeah.
'Cause you'll
These
get caught
niggas
up.
will use you. They will see that you vulnerable and you need help and I can help you. I got this, I got that. Then as soon as you don't give in, that help done went out the window.
Mhm.
So, you know, you gotta really be careful with who you really deal with.
And I can say, like, as a new rider, you want to go in. You don't want people to think you're bougie. You don't want people to think you stuck up. You want to speak to everybody, greet everybody, hug everybody. But at the same time, you realize that you can't.
Yep.
Like, it don't get you far. Like, it's just like, oh, look, she talking to him too long. She laughing with this person too long. She must be dating this person. You give this person conversation, but you don't give this person conversation. It's, oh, yeah, she dealing with him. She don't even talk to me that long. So it's just like you go in trying to be open and you try to, you know, be cool with everybody. And at the end of the day, you just can't in this bike world. Like, you just can't.
Mhm.
That's exactly
Which
what I'm
sucks.
experiencing.
Yeah.
Trying to
It
find
sucks.
a
Yeah,
balance.
because that's when
I
you're a
can't
nice
be my-
sociable person.
I can't be myself. Like I feel like, damn, I'm just a cool female. Like, you feel me? And what people fail to realize is that a lot of these dudes that's on these bikes, I've been knowing before I got a bike, before I decided to come into this world. A lot of these dudes that's on bike was in cars first. I was on the car scene first, still keeping it cars. You feel me? So it's just like, dang, you see me talking to bro, you ain't even knowing I've been knowing this man 10 years. Like, this really my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? But like she said, like, you want to be friendly, but you can't. So I'll be like, damn, do I gotta start being a bitch now? Because
But it's not even that, because some of the people that, you know, we associate with and we think is cool be the ones that be making stuff more than what it is.
Yeah.
Making stuff more than what it is. Yeah, you know, people, oh, how you know her? This and well, you know,
I've been knowing
like,
her for
don't-
putting extras
yeah.
on it.
20
Yeah.
years.
It ain't even like that.
I know her. She
Extras
was
on it.
growing up.
Mhm.
Like,
crazy.
so.
get lost.
But now that we're talking about relationships, friendships, relationships, let's get a little personal.
Sip this tequila. Yeah.
Let's get a
We gonna turn
little
the mimosa
personal.
into tequila.
Down.
Yeah, we gonna.
So, who do I want to ask first? Pretty E?
Oh, okay.
Have you ever dated someone on a bike set? And how was your experience?
Ooh, I had to get that out because I knew that was coming. I knew he was gonna go with me first. Okay, so when you say dated somebody on the bike set, do you say like, how can I say this? Okay, I did date somebody while I was having my colors, and I can honestly say that it's good and it's bad because it was actually, we was together, so it wasn't like, you know, I'm outside fucking somebody who he married or whatever. No, this is my nigga. You going home to me every night, I'm coming home to you. But he couldn't stand the thought of me having a bike. He knew I wanted to ride. Oh, he knew I wanted to ride so bad. You know, he'll let me ride with him and all that. But that little push and me getting my own, we was always there, but it was never like, okay, come on, let's go. So, and I'm like, well, once I joined the club, it was like, why you join that club? That club is this, that club is that. I'm like, okay, but we gonna make it do what it do. We gonna make this club be something great again. And I was like, it's either two things. You don't want me to see what's really going on, or it's really bad out here, like you saying, and you don't want me to get like lost in this little bike set world or whatever. So I start seeing what's going on. I said, oh, I see why you don't want me having these colors. I see why you don't want me out here, because it's wild. It's lit. You know, it's lit out here. It's no respect. So as I can honestly say that it can make or break your relationship. And me personally, I felt like the bike set broke mine up because he didn't know how to prioritize. Like, you know, you could do it, but let's do it together. You want to do it on your time. No, you ain't single. You got a woman. So let's do it together, or what you got to hide. So if you can't, because I'm going to do it. I ain't, like you said, I'm going to do it with the colors or without. So even though I put the colors down, that didn't stop my passion to go and still give me a bike. It's just like, okay, I'm going to go a different route. But, you know, you still not budging, so I'm going to make a choice. And I chose to do me because you didn't want to prioritize it. So if you got a man that's really holding you down and y'all can do it together, that's the goal. That's the main goal. You feel me? Like, to you on your man, and your man like supporting you on what you really want to do. And he like, you know, if my girl want to do it, I'm with her. Because I'm doing it too. Why not be the one to show my woman the ropes of this? Why let another man show her what it is? Because now you mad because you didn't help me, but now I'm going to another person to get the help. Amen. But I came to you first.
Right. But that's where women and men differ. And what they give us, they can't take it when we give it back to them. Simple. It's simple because you can go in and say, okay, yeah, we gonna operate like this. And you get out there and yeah, you see, all these females in his face, all these niggas in your face, but then he can't take it when he sees you surrounded by these men. But you supposed to be okay with how and you're okay with it. You're like, we already, in your mind, as a woman, you strong. You already established. Like, I already know they gonna be out here, whatever. But at the end of the night, he coming home with me. But when you get home at the end of the night, I seen them niggas in your face. I did, you know.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
for what? For what? I didn't say nothing about all these women.
And I'm like the one where I'm gonna let the niggas come up to me because I don't want you to ever say it was I'm going up to something. So I'm over here and they coming up to me, but it's respectful. And like, especially when you got the colors on, you knew they're trying to introduce themselves.
Right.
They don't want to hear that. You know, and my dude, you know, he made it seem like he was just so quiet. Nigga, please. You out here, everybody know you act like you just quiet in the corner.
Hey, listen.
Every time I turn around, I said, oh, baby, you ain't quiet outside. You not even directing this motherfucker. So I was like, oh, I get it. But I respected it because I'm like, okay, I see you uncomfortable. You really can't move how you want to move. So, you know, 3 years later, I'm like, we gonna just go our separate ways or whatever because it is what it is. You feel me? No love lost. Still fuck with you still to this day. But we can't do it together, but we can't do it at all because I'm still going to do it.
Right.
So why be with you and we not doing it together and we going home together? That don't make no sense. We should be pulling up together side by side, his and hers. I'm going to do mine with my man. I'm not going to do it separate. Especially if we pulling up to the same thing.
Right.
Yeah. Why not come together? Because then you can't get mad at them talking to me because I didn't come with you. So they don't know what's going on.
Right.
Everybody don't know what's going on.
And that was definitely my issue with the situation because I was like, you know, dealing with somebody that's on the bike scene, but not from a club. And I didn't meet him on the bike scene or set or whatever. But he hated, like, and I be like, damn, am I tripping? Like, why you should want a girl that's into what you into. So when you talk about it, you don't got to feel like you getting on my nerves. I can relate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's hop on our bikes and go on a date or something. Like, you too worried about, well, you already drive a sports car and you already look this way and this and that. And it's like, I came to you first and I told you, teach me this and that. Take me riding and show me my U-turns. Now you get mad that I got homeboys or other people that's genuinely trying to help me. But it was like, you came into this like on some hater shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you keep failing to realize like, I'm a woman that's genuinely into this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And now he always like, well, every time I turn around, you in that nigga face. But what it really was is when shit surfaced and came out, like, you really didn't want me into this lifestyle. You didn't want me around doing the same stuff you was doing because you had two separate lives.
Right.
You had you a bike set female, so you trying to keep them separate. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, why would you not kind of want me into what you into. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, that's crazy that you feel like that. But now I'm knowing the truth. Like, oh, you was really doing your stuff. You wanted to keep your lives separate. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, hey, I was gonna do it with or without you because this is what I'm into. Like,
Right.
I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, ain't no man behind nothing I do. So
Independent woman. And that's what they hate because it's not no man behind it.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so truth. What about you? Have you experienced like that? What was your outcome?
I've never dated on the bike set, like relationship wise. I can say the bike set definitely ruined a relationship I was in before I was on the bike set. Yeah, so yeah. Where do I start with that? It was just, let me take a shot. That was like
tequila now.
all I can say is a man will definitely keep you away from the bike set if they are doing something that they are not supposed to be doing on the set.
Exactly.
Because ain't no way in hell you bad, you got your own bike, everything looking good, and your man don't want you on a bike set. Like, I would want, baby, come out here. You need to show these girls how it's really done.
This my
you
trophy.
Look too good not to be outside.
Trophy.
Thank you.
So for you to be like, nah, stay home. I'm gonna go out. I'll be back home. Something ain't right.
Hiding something.
Something ain't right there.
You hiding
something ain't right. So I wasn't in a relationship during, being on the bike set, but with him being from a club and me not riding yet, it was like, I wasn't into bikes. I was like, I don't want to go, or it's no point in me going. If I'm not riding, if I'm not on my bike, I feel like there's no reason for me to be at a bike event. That's just me personally. Like, I want to be on ground. I want to pull up. I want to park my bike. That's what I want to do. If I'm going to a bike event, I want my bike to be present. And if I'm going out of state, that's different. But if I'm going to a bike event, I want my bike to be there. I want to be present. And it wasn't like a his and hers. It was just a his.
Yeah.
And once I gave the ultimatum, me or the bike set.
Damn.
Boy, these niggas, I'm telling you, these niggas, boy, that outside ain't no joke.
Once I gave
regret it.
Once I gave the ultimatum, me or the bike set, as you can see, we are no longer together. See exactly what that man chose. And
because
it was
they take the fun out of everything too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you choosing the bike set over your woman is wild activity.
They do it.
You know what I'm saying? So
would you ever date again on a bike set? Got any crushes on a bike set?
A crush? Oh, whoa.
Wait, did she say
MCM?
Crush?
MCE?
Nah,
ain't nothing pure out there.
AD over there quiet.
Ain't no crush over here. I cannot say I ain't got my.
I only been on the bike set for a month and a half, and I see some craziness. I am good. I am overly good. I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'll stay at home.
Yeah.
I date my bike.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah,
that's the only ride I'm riding.
It ain't nothing out here. If you find something genius, it's probably gonna be out of state or overseas.
I mean, I've had
overseas is crazy. That's a push.
It's like shit. Y'all see the man coming from Japan? Shit, it's possible.
I have had a situation where, like, see, that's the thing. That's what I usually like. I don't do. Like, I don't be outside giving out my number, meeting men on the bike set and the bike scene. Now, if I just so happen to meet you outside of that and we find out like, oh, I ride. Oh shit, you ride too. Then that's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I've had a situation like that. But I'm not outside giving out my number and this and that and trying to, like, nah, because this how I look at it. And this is why I tried to explain to the dude that I was dealing with. I said, you kind of insulted me because these men that's on the bike set, on the bike scene, they do the same thing every weekend. They gaming up the same females. And I'm not bashing. I'm just being honest. I'm keeping it real, you know? Men are what? Hunters, so they say, right? But it's like, why would you think that I want to put myself into a situation like that where I know, like, I'm not the only number he got that night. I'm not the only girl he tried to talk to that night. I'm not like, you do this every weekend. You hunting, you on the prowl, you trying to see what's what. You feel me? Who gonna co-sign for what? Who gonna buy what part? What? Hey, I need a new D&D. You feel me? Like, I can't, so it's like kind of insulting that you think a woman like me would want to deal when I know what they are like. And I'm not categorizing all men because there are some good men out there. It's some real good, faithful men out there. I will never say that. Shout out to the good, faithful Black men. But there's a percentage
of y'all that's terrible.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, if you single, like, by all means, do as you please. Go get thousands of numbers. Go talk to millions of females. Go see who gonna get the next bike for you. Do whatever makes you happy. But if you're not single, if you're looking for something, then you shouldn't be throwing yourself out there like that. And we can't just put it all on the men though, because
women too.
It's a lot of women on the set that's just throwing themselves out there, like just.
But don't you think it's like typically women, like females that don't ride, that are on the set, who are looking for love in all the wrong places? They just want the acceptance. They want to feel, loved, or like they want that attention. And the attention that they're getting is not positive attention. It's negative attention, but it's something, and that's what they crave. So it's like they're going to deal with it. And it makes it harder for us to be able to maneuver and meet someone genuine that, hey, we could pour into each other and make this really work. But you done been damaged by all these crazies that now it's like,
yeah, no,
you got something good.
That's why I said I'm staying at home, y'all. I'm staying at home.
A lot of men, I feel like they self-sabotage, that you too good to be true type of thing. And then when they try to categorize you and then they find out you different, but that trauma still won't let them, like, let me let my guard down. Shorty, she a little different. Let me, so it just be like, I don't know. I done seen some, it's the women too. I'm not just saying the men because, like I said, I've only been outside since October, September, and I done seen some shit. Like,
all it takes is one bike event for you to see some shit. one annual, one meet and greet. That's all it takes.
One week,
just 1 week.
I done seen motherfuckers hemmed up against walls.
Definitely, bitches taking bikes,
cars,
everything,
bikes, and just all type of stuff. And the mistress popped up, and the wife, and the whoop. I'll just be like, y'all playing a dangerous game out here. I don't got the time, the energy for it, because I'm the type of woman, like, I pour so much into my person. I don't got time to do that with 5 different people.
Yeah.
I can't feed you your mental, your spiritual, your physical, and all this and that. I can't do that with 5 different people. That's exhausting. I'm wearing myself out.
Only one person.
And this is what I say. I say, my bike life is my happy life. Like, that's the only life I have that's happy. I pour my money into every dime I get that's extra. It goes to that. I'm not messing that up. This is my happy life. I want to go out on the weekend. I don't want to be arguing with people. I don't want to, look at him, watching what people are doing. So, yeah, I'm not doing the bike set thing. Me personally.
For peace. Definitely.
Yeah.
Me either. Because you want peace when you're going. You don't want to be out there with no tension. You on that bike. You need to have a clear mind. You don't want to be pulling up, arguing. Then you want to be free. So, definitely.
Yeah.
Peace. So, now, I guess this is going to AD because AP, sorry. AP.
She's trying to tell you
a lot of.
I mean, I am a prospect, so I don't know what my name gonna be,
Hey, Purple Rain.
AP, pros and cons of, we talked about the pros and cons of, trying to join a club and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We've never prospect, so we just want to hear, like some things that, you got going with the prospecting. How's that going?
So I would say the pros of prospecting is like really learning the fundamentals. So anything you do, whether it's sports or whatever, you got to learn the core part of what you're doing in order to perfect it, right? And every day you work at practicing and doing it and trying to get better each day. So learning the rules, and learning how to navigate the bike set is it's good to be in a club. Because trying to learn on your own and nobody's teaching you or nobody's telling you that's wrong or that's right is harder. The cons, I would say, the only thing is like just you can't move the way you want to move whenever. You gotta kind of check with the club and hey, is this okay? And as a prospect, like you gotta ask to go everywhere. You gotta check in with your president. You gotta check in with your VP. Let them know where you're going. Let them know when you're on ground and stuff like that. But that's like more so for safety. They want to make sure whoever's in the club, whoever is part of their group, that they're accounted for and that they're well. So it's not all bad, but I'm a solo person. I don't have no kids. I don't have nothing tied to me. So I like to move when I want to move. And so for me, it's that would be a con. It's like, oh, I gotta check with somebody before I make it. Before I make a move, I gotta ask like permission, kind of. But it's not hard. Once you do it and you learn it and you learn how to move, once you cross over, it's easy. You move how you want to. Hey, I'm going over here. Anybody want to go? And then,
Right.
they tap in. So.
Okay. We were from a club.
Shout out to Sisters of the Sun and Brothers of the Sun.
Were.
It was cool. We was open enrollment, so we didn't have to prospect. And that caused a lot of controversy.
Did you say open enrollment?
Yeah, like where they have, because some of the clubs like around, sometimes they have open enrollment where you can go to a club and be fully patched in, where you would see somebody was from one club 1 week and a couple of months they fully patched in over there. So, yeah.
But it started because we tried to make our own club. It was 8 of us. We tried to start our own club and, we got
the right way.
We tried to do it the right way.
Go to the board and all of that, get
Yeah.
really... we wasn't just trying to just bring something out. We was trying to really get recognized and get put on the board and all that. And it was like, it's too many clubs in LA. But, people still go around and still do what they want to do. But we really wanted to be sponsored by the club because they was going to sponsor us. But they were just like, no. But,
And we have family from, Brothers of the Sun. So we were like, all right. It was like a 90-day probation.
Yeah, 90-day probation.
Wow.
Fully colored, went in and
had a good run. That's why I can't say I don't have nothing bad. It was a good run. We had fun. I don't know if it was because we had all of us together, but we had fun. We enjoyed it. It was like something was new. It was fresh. It was fun again. Mm-hmm. But when you got OGs that really works for them colors, and we understood that too. Like we get it, that y'all have to prospect. We understand y'all have to do a lot for those colors, but we didn't. It wasn't like we tried to push our way. That was presented to us because that wasn't the route we was trying to take.
Right.
We respected the club and we was honored, that y'all would even want us. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it was rocky. But we tried. We did our kitchen. We did our picnics. We did our annuals and traveling and stuff. But sometimes people don't like change. Mm-hmm. And, they couldn't accept the change. They didn't want the new that we was trying to bring in. We younger. Y'all been doing it like this. We ain't saying this ain't working, but this ain't. It ain't it. So let's try this way.
Right.
And like they said, certain guys come into the club, they hear it's fresh meat. Who is that? Who is these new girls that the Suns got? And that was a problem because it's like, dang, ain't nobody been worrying about us. But now all of a sudden these girls is here. Who they think they is? And we wasn't even looking for none of that.
Right.
We was really trying to just make a way for what we're doing now.
Right.
And we ain't got no love lost. If we want to go back over there, we could right to this day. We still got nothing but love for them. Because they gave us the opportunity for us to see the background. They're a well-known club, had a clubhouse, everything. So we knew what it took to be from a club. And that's how we was like, yeah, this is.
Yeah, I don't have no experiences with no club stuff. I just...
The club's trying to get you?
I'm sorry?
Are the clubs trying to get you?
Absolutely. Fresh meat, right?
Fresh meat.
Absolutely.
They see some new face and no colors.
Yeah,
and
because everybody like, oh, we like your vibe, we like your energy, you cool, and you a girl that really rides your bike, But it's just like, I just like coming and going when I want to. Mm-hmm. No obligations. Just if I don't want to go this weekend, I don't gotta go. If I want to go on vacation, I don't want to go with y'all. That's what I want to do. So
mandatories.
Yeah, no mandatories. Just like some stuff is for some people, and some stuff is just not. I don't got time for all the messy stuff, the politics. Not saying that every club is like that, and I'm not belittling nobody or none of that people that are from clubs, you know what I'm saying? Because there are good foundations out here. Like, there are clubs that have real good, solid foundations. Like, on the road with her club, they take care of me. You know what I'm saying? On the road with the overlords, they take care of me. You know, certain people on the road with rare ladies, they to make sure I was, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like where I'm at right now, what I got going on in my life is just like,
Timing.
no, I want to do me. I'm just a girl that want to ride her bike, you know? That's it.
If you was to join a club, what would it be?
Okay.
Woo!
That's for you too. So y'all think, if y'all was to join a club, if a club hit you right now, like fully patched, what club would it be?
Harley's Angels. 3 the hard way.
Okay. For real.
Hey,
It gotta be an established club.
we are established. We're
gotta
very
be a club.
established. We're here.
I know you got a favorite club.
I got a favorite
It'll be
club?
Wanted Riders.
Do I have
If you
a
had to pick,
Look,
you
come
had
on
to
over.
You have to pick.
I don't have a favorite club because
But if you could see
I
yourself,
just got people that I fuck with that fuck with me. I don't have like a favorite club. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Don't have
I
to
got
be
people
favorite.
that I'm cool with in each club, but I don't have a favorite club.
but you can't say, okay, I see myself if I did decide, like later on down the line, years later, your life changed, you find the time to commit to something. Who could you say, okay, I could see myself building, you know, like being from this club? Like, do you see yourself being able to fit in with any, like, you know, like a family little knit with any of the clubs? If you had to choose, if time did change from now, because, you know, things can change, you know?
I haven't really thought that far into it, to be honest, because I'm
Okay.
so headstrong on just
Not doing
being
it.
independent, trying to make a name for myself and not, you know, getting like not have no colors, whatever. The only way is I could see is like if I got a husband and he ride,
You gonna
and
be
I'm
a
like,
property of?
I'm like, no, like his
Property.
no, like I'm his first lady or something. Like I'm the first, like
Property of.
Property of.
oh,
You
property
know,
of.
okay, well,
Never
you
mind.
Y'all done took her whole
Property
independence
of.
away talking
Damn.
about property of.
Property of. We're,
Property of.
Hell yeah.
so let me get this
And
right.
that means ain't nobody even gonna speak to you.
So let me get this right. If you are married or in a relationship with somebody that is from a club, the president or what?
Anybody.
Any club, like you can't. Some men don't want no women with their patches on. Like it don't matter if you married to him or not. We don't have women in this club. You know,
No, but what I'm saying is, because you said property of.
because
That's
you
what it's
want to wear
called.
his colors or wear his patches. That's a property of because you're not from the club. You just property of somebody that's from the club.
No, but y'all asked about being from a club. I said the only way is if like my husband, like,
Oh,
Oh,
like
so
you
like
saying,
if
like,
your
you
She
husband
want to be the
was
lady
from-
voice, but
So
she don't
if
want to
your
be the
husband
lady.
was from like rare breed and you would be from like
Rare
rare
breed.
ladies, like that type of thing.
type
Okay,
so
okay,
that-
that's understandable.
Okay.
so, like
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that, maybe.
Okay, but that's understandable though because y'all doing it together. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So that's not 1%.
You
Okay,
know.
that's cool.
What about you, E?
What?
Yeah. Any club?
Shit.
Rare ladies.
I already had that offer already. I tried that for when they was trying to do it, but I always would want to be from Cali's Angels. So I didn't see the point of me joining Rare Ladies because it's the same ladies from Cali's Angels. It's new people too, but if I would go to Cali's Angels because since I've been looking at women, they've been doing their shit and they've been doing it on their own, you know. So if I was to really patch up and they say, come on over here, because I was going to, you know, that's when I first came out. I was like, okay, they cool or whatever. Like I said,
She did.
I fuck with them. I was, cool with Tweety or whatever. She was like, come on over, you know, her and Lily or whatever. So that was very welcoming. Like, Rare Ladies, they dope too. I'll go over there too. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
they
saying?
are.
But like I said, if I'm going to join another club, it'll be Cali's Angels. If I was to ever join another club. But like I said, I don't have the time. I'm a mom. I work. You know, my son plays sports. I don't have the time for it. And when you from a club, you got to support. Support is everything.
Dedication.
It's support, dedication. You got to really ride. You got to go. When they say it's time to suit up, kickstands up at 9:30, you got to be there.
All black.
You know what I'm saying? You getting the fine and you got to respect it. So I know that that's not, like she said, timing. You know, right now, that ain't in my schedule.
Yeah.
But I do fuck with everybody that ride, though. I like to deal with everybody, like, you know. So
Yeah.
I don't have I like everybody, honestly.
Yeah, I fuck with
everybody,
like I
literally.
fuck with everybody that fuck with me. And
Yeah.
I'm cool until shit ain't cool. That's my
Yeah,
motto.
exactly.
That's it.
Because we done
that's
supported
it.
True to the fact. Like, we done went
Yeah,
to
I
all
done
the women
went,
stuff. Yeah, like, we support all the women. Everybody that's
Yeah.
riding is dope. Like, I promise you. You know, they really are.
And I really salute women that get up and do it because they really think, oh, this is just for men or, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, but, and then it take a lot of it take a lot of courage, like y'all, to fall and get back up and get on your bike. That take a lot of courage, a lot of heart, because a lot of people go down and they be like, I'm cool,
And that's
you
it.
know?
Right.
That's it. But obviously, y'all got a passion for it. We all share the same passion. So, you know, yeah. But I love, before I even start riding a bike, I love to see women on Harleys. Like, I love to see them ride. It's so dope to me. Just like, I never knew how many female truck drivers it was until I started going over the road driving trucks, and I see a woman in a big rig, and she like,
damn.
she like, hey girl, I'm like, hey, like, you know, like, it's dope, and it's like a lot of black women truck drivers too. I'm like, cool, like, this is dope. Like, I'm about unity. Like that's why I like the. If I'm being honest, that's why I like the bike scene type of thing, because the unity. It's very rare that you're gonna see that many different people in one environment, especially like black people, whatever, and from all over, different whatever, and they getting along, everybody meshed because they share the same common interest, you know. But yeah, so
And as we wrap it up, you know, shout out to all the clubs, the MCs, the SCs, the Oxes, everybody who doing their thing, all the women who doing their thing, and the men. Do you guys have any other tips or advice for, you know, new riders, people thinking about joining clubs? Anything before we end this?
Do what's best for you.
Yeah.
Do what
Always
fits
choose you first. Put yourself first.
and have fun while doing it. Enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Like, cause we in a dangerous game. Enjoy it, pray, and just have fun with it. Like, that's all. Cause it's not supposed to be nothing more but just fun, hobby. You know, cause like you said, your money going into it, your time,
Right.
taking the big ass risk, being on these bikes and stuff. So I would just say have fun.
Mhm.
Fuck what anybody got to say. How they feel. Do you? You know, if you paying for it, it's yours. Do you? That's why I
Hey,
say,
for
do
real though.
you?
Ride your
Yeah.
ride.
Ride your own ride, do your own thing, and just stay true to yourself. Don't lose yourself in this shit.
And
'Cause you can.
join the journey.
You can. So yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Please watch and subscribe, Gears of Truth. Please follow all my fellow young ladies, and thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having us.
Bye guys. Thank you.
Hey.